Hey folks, this is Ben Gessel. I'm just making a short video, going for a short walk here. It's actually um, kind of in the evening, but it's, as you can see, definitely lighter out compared to what, of course, we've been dealing with. Well, just winter, early spring, getting dark. Well, when it was dark. So I want to make a nice video here while I'm walking here for a bit to my neighborhood. So. One of the things on my mind, I'll go this way maybe a little bit. It was, of course, sunny earlier today. So had to teach lessons, so I wasn't able to do anything earlier. One of the things that's on my mind is basically has something to do with phrases and words that you hear from other people or from media, and then you just blindly repeat them in your life. And one of the things that I'm focusing on here is the phrase "stay safe." Part of me hates this subject and part of me loves it. So it's kind of like, I thought you guys would get a kick out of this. It just has to do with the well, it has to do with, you hear that same phrase in the Purge movies. Yeah, the Purge movies. Stay safe. They're always saying that phrase. Or at least the first one. I don't know, the second one. I can't remember. There's so many of them. There's the Purge TV series. So when I've heard that same phrase now from more than just one or two people. It's, I haven't really used it very much myself. Actually, I don't think I use it. But these are people that I like. These are people I teach music lessons to. These are people I know. There's a lot. So I've never called them on this stuff. I've never said thank you. But did you hear that phrase from movies? I mean, who would say that? That's kind of mean. So I haven't said it, but I'm thinking to myself, where have you heard that phrase before? And I imagine for a lot of people, just like using the word creepy, it's like everybody's using the word creepy these days. Like everybody's using. So I've just gotten over that one, I guess, somewhat. But this phrase "stay safe" is really, everybody's using it. Everybody. And I wonder how much of it would, again, correlate with watching the Purge movies. Or I wonder if it's just a phrase that's just being used by people in general a lot. And so, and on a related note, I suppose you could say, and this is just kind of something that almost goes without saying, but because of the way that everything is right now with the coronavirus, this plays right into all of the things that people are afraid of regarding all the movies they've been watching, regarding breakdown of law and order, potentially anarchy or zombie apocalypse, or all that stuff, and the Purge stuff, right? So this is all these movies, if I'm not mistaken, seem to have kind of, just in contrast, before I go on that route very much, and I've mentioned, I know this is a topic I've covered more than a few times before. Maybe go back this way a little bit. I don't know. Well, it's just I've got a bicyclist here. So in the 80s, everybody was into things like, I don't know, Karate Kid, and Michael Jackson, and Nike, and well, that was 90s. The 90s are more Michael Jordan, Air Jordan stuff. But it was the 80s was the era of which kind of computer do you have? Do you have a Nintendo or a Sega or Atari or whatever? And He-Man and Michael Jackson and yeah, and do you have what kind of shoes do you have? Do you have Nike shoes? Do you have Adidas? You have Converse? That was kind of a big deal amongst at least a lot of the boys I grew up with, and that kind of stuff. And then we used words like cool and awesome and radical and all that stuff, and all the teenage Ninja Turtle words, or I don't know, California Surfer words. That was the 80s. The 90s, you guys know more. I think what the big things in the 90s were. The internet started getting going, and anyway, and The Simpsons and stuff. So I think the 2010s, one of the big things in this decade that just kind of stands out, really, whether or not it's conspiracy or whether or not it's just media or just whatever, it has to do with apocalyptic movies or apocalyptic scenarios, or zombie apocalyptic type things, or viruses, or natural disasters. That seems to be one of the things that really defines the 2010s, because the 2000s were the post, like everybody thought the world would end. Well, not really, but there's a lot of, it's kind of continued internet culture, I suppose, which is different now. But it was just different. I don't know. It wasn't, to me, the 2000s decade were more agreeable than the 2010s. 2010s have been not so agreeable, in my opinion. Anyway, there's something else I was going to mention. This is a bit of a trip. This is my usual kind of trip, I suppose. Somebody's smoking. Anyway, so as you can see, again, the weather's still, it's actually almost 7 p.m. And darn it, getting a phone call, but I'm not going to answer that. At least not right now. Sorry, folks. I think I'm gonna wrap up this video. I'm gonna see who just called, but I hope you guys are at least having more sunshine. Show you a little bit more, So it is getting a teensy bit darker, but we're still kind of in the I can see pretty clearly thing. So I'm gonna try to, again, like I mentioned before, time allowing, I'm gonna make more videos like this, where I'm walking in more beautiful places with my horizontally placed iPhone, Android. Sorry. All right, you guys take care. Talk to you guys soon. Thanks. Bye.